everyone, and welcome to the Peddling Prince's Podium. I'm your host, John Ardelli. Last week I did an episode on a sweet woman named Madeline Bishop who really needs help finding space in a nursing home. And I'm pleased to say that I've gotten some response from that, from some people who might actually be able to help her. So that's exactly what I was hoping for. Mission accomplished in that case. I will keep you all updated, and I'll tell you what's been happening with her so far. But before I get to that, I'd like to address a couple of people who had some things to say, both about the podium, about Madeline, about me. I'd like to start with Cool Dude 6373, who writes that, honestly, all you do is complain about Sydney. Most of your videos are complaining about everything, and recycling is good, deal with it. And the buses don't run that frequently because we don't live in a big city. If you don't like Sydney so much, get out. I'm sure Halifax or somewhere else has better bus times. Well, Cool Dude 6373, if you don't like my show, I'm sure there are other YouTube shows you could be watching. And as far as my always being negative and always complaining, the Velo Cape Breton potluck dinner wasn't about complaining, neither was off-season cycling presentations, my New Year's presentation, or Life with Marie. And so basically, when I have something to complain about, I complain. When I don't, I don't. And believe me, the complaints I made are not just me. These are complaints I've heard from a number of other people. Now, the person I really want to address is the one who posted under the name Bill Rankin 316. You'll notice that your comment is no longer there. Now, the reason your comment isn't there anymore is because the real Bill Rankin emailed me and said that this was not his doing. Now, I don't particularly like anonymous comments. I allow them, as I know that some people just, are not comfortable with their name being shared, and I respect that. And if somebody doesn't want me to share their name on a comment publicly, I won't. But what it does irritate me that when people send them to me without even giving me their name. Because the way I see it is, if you're going to say something, stand up and say who you are. I don't hide my name online, and I don't intend to start, because if I have something to say, I'm going to stand up and like a man and say, this is me, this is what I think. But trying to post something under a name that is not yours, way out of line. Not on my channel. You want your comments on my channel, you put them under your own name or send them to me anonymously, if you must. But do not send comments to my channel under anyone else's name. I won't tolerate that. Okay, now that that unpleasantness is out of the way, after I posted my video for Madeline, the first thing I got was a response from Lisa Brewer. You'll remember her from the Seniors Complex segment. And she actually had a lead on someone that might actually not only get Madeline into a home, but the very home she was hoping for, Harborstone. She left me the following voicemail.
I just watched your thing on Madeline. I know someone who knows someone in Harborstone. It's her husband. I just don't know how they got him in there, but I will see if I can get a hold of her and talk to her and ask her how she got him into Harborstone.
Unfortunately, Lisa hasn't been able to reach the woman. She hasn't been around lately, and it's quite possible she's up visiting her husband at Harborstone, actually. So Lisa's going to keep trying to get in touch with her. In the meantime, Lisa, thank you for your help. Also, thank you to my sister, Mandy Ardelli, who posted Madeline's video on her Facebook profile. And that actually got quite a bit more attention. First of all, Whitey John, you'll remember him. I mentioned him in the New Year's video. He was one of the ones who was wondering where I had disappeared to off on the online world. Turns out he actually works in the healthcare industry. He doesn't make any specific promises, but he says that he will stay in touch with me and let me know if there's anything he can do to help. But the most encouraging email I got was one I got this past Wednesday from John W. Morgan. He is the mayor of the Cape Breton Regional Municipality. And if anyone can help, certainly he'll have the resources to be able to do so. Mayor Morgan, I'd just like to thank you for your attention and for your help, and anything you can do to help us, it would very much be appreciated. Now I'd like to address some concerns brought to my attention by one of my viewers. They wanted to post a comment to the video, but they felt that the 500 character limit YouTube places on comments wouldn't allow them to say as much as they wanted to say. So they sent me an email, and they said that they would like their comments and their concerns known. Now, to address a few of these concerns. First, she wants to make sure that Madeline is aware that she is all over YouTube. Well, while Madeline doesn't fully understand what YouTube is, she does understand that this is a television program. I was very careful to explain that to her. She actually asked me a few times about when it was going to come on television, her TV, so she knows that people can see it. I just explained it, the way I explained it to her is it's like TV, but it comes on a computer, so anyone with a computer can watch it, just like you can watch a television program. So she knows that people all over the world can watch this, even though she's never actually used YouTube herself. Marie, my girlfriend, is not a home care worker. She just knows her. She was an old friend, so no, she doesn't work in the healthcare industry. We really don't know what's going on with Madeline's family. I don't want to go into any details of what Madeline has told us, what little she's told us, but we do know that she's been unable to find any help up to this point. Yes, we know about incontinence supplies. I've known people that have used them before, and I believe Madeline's been using them. I remember that there was a box of them there. I don't know whether she was using them regularly or whether she's able to use them regularly, but she's aware of them. A lift chair probably wouldn't help her, although it could get her to her feet. She can't stand up for any length of time. I know, because I've helped her get on her commode myself. And as soon as she's on her feet, she starts to wobble, and I've caught her a couple times from falling, so that wouldn't do her much good. She really does need somebody there when she wants to get up to do something. She's well aware she has to stop smoking, but the whole point is we can't monitor her 24/7 because we are not personal care workers, and if she's not monitored, she tends to go for the cigarettes because, cigarettes are a rather, powerful addiction. So she knows she has to quit, and that's another reason she wants to get into a home, because where she will not be able to smoke. And of course, I would like to know a little bit more about where to get 24-hour care. I wrote back to the person that made this anonymous comment earlier. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but hopefully I'll be able to get some information on that soon. And finally, I did in fact email every nursing home in the local area which I could find that had a website and email address. And so I haven't gotten any responses from any of the actual nursing homes yet. But of course, again, I got a response from the mayor, as I also sent emails to a few politicians and to a few other people that I know that might be able to help as well. So this campaign is only in its first week, so we are hoping that as time goes on, more and more people will learn of Madeline's story, and hopefully somebody out there will have a little more information on something we can do to help her, or perhaps have the resources to help her. But in the meantime, it seems it's working. I've got the attention of a few people that might be able to help, so keep your fingers crossed, and if you're of a religious bent, keep Madeline in your prayers. And if there's anyone out there, once again, that can help, my contact information is in the doobly-doo below. Thank you for watching the Peddling Prince's Podium. I'm your host, John Ardelli, and I hope to see you all here again next week. Bye for now.